Welcome back, everyone. India, the only final and Man City will be playing in this year, but we'll take it nevertheless, considering how poor we have been this season. Watu wengi sana wakisema Man City final, mnafika FA na season ikianza mlikuwa mnasema you might win 5 in a row. It happens, it's football. Season tulikuwa tunadhani it's going to turn out very well for us, but yeah, it is what it is. I will take an FA Cup win all day. I keep saying hata last year when we lost to the team that shall not be mentioned in that final, mimi sikufurahia. I remember watching it downstairs. Everyone from Man City was poor on that day. Doku venye aliingia on that day in the final against United, yeye ndiye alijaribu kuspice things up, but today a very interesting lineup. Very very interesting lineup by Pep. Nakumbuka jana tukiongea, ni jana kulikuwa na game ya Man U na Chelsea. How bad was that snooze fest? Ishapita. Anyway, jana tukiongea we were thinking that Pep is going to play the grandfathers in today's game. But sasa ni kama he had that and he said this Kenyan guy is daring me to go all attack, so I'm going to go all attack, and that is what he has done today ama tonight ama in the final. Wacha hata tuweke lineup. Hakuna hata story mingi. Kama uko on the other side na unasikia Kenya nasema, hit the like. Najua you haters watakuwa wengi hapa sana expecting to see Man City hold the L, but hopefully the team is going to turn up. Niko very excited for this final. And I haven't yet started drinking coffee. Aya, acha tuende kwa tactical board. Acha nikupatie the home team. Although kwa final hakunanga home team, but Crystal Palace ndio wanakuwa treated as the home team hapa. Dean Henderson in goal, and then their traditional back three, Mark Gehi, Lacroix, and Richards, Mitchell, Kamada, Wharton, Munoz, and our wawili ndio their fullbacks, and then Eze and Ismail Assar. I always want something inaniambianga nimuite Pape Sarr, but yeye ni Ismail Assar, and then Philippe Mateta ahead ama ndio na lead hiyo line. For Man City sasa hapa ndio mambo inaanza kuchanganya kila mtu. Ortega in goal. Ortega ndiye amekuwa the FA Cup final goalkeeper. So yeah, amechezeshwa. Although maybe I would have wanted we played Ederson because of the ball distribution. Yeah, but yeah, that is not even the biggest ni shock kama ni the biggest question about Man City's lineup. Nico O'Reilly amerudi as the left back. I keep saying that kama the last 3 games alikuwa ameanza ku slow down a bit in terms of the way he was performing, losing the ball multiple times. Tuliona last time out Man City when we played, hata sikumbuki tulicheza against nani, but I remember we drew against Southampton. Yeah, he didn't start that game. Hopefully leo atarudi na he'll be physical, atakuwa na pace na atakuwa ana concentrate on what is happening. Vardiol and Diaz hapo, I don't think there are any question marks about the two. Alafu Akanji anacheza kama right back kwa game ya leo, which is also going to be very interesting. We will start moving these players. Najua ni 11 minutes before the game. That is a lot. We will talk about a lot of things. We will draw a lot of ideas hapa. Akanji pia anarudi as the right back. Most people would have expected playing Nunes ahead of Rico Lewis, but Pep amechagua kugo for Akanji. We'll see how that happens. Sasa from here, where's the camera? Kuanzia hapa kwenda mbele, naona Morgan anauliza mambo ya midfield. Kutoka hapo kwa hiyo defense line kwenda mbele, we don't know what will happen. Amechagua Bernardo Silva na De Bruyne as the pivots. Hii inanipatia flashbacks ya 2021 when we played against Chelsea in that Champions League final. Hopefully the result haitakuwa the same. We will end up as the winners this time. But ukiangalia information inakaa ni kama 4-2-4. But sasa I want to remind you something. Squeezy teams ama in modern football, you have a formation when you have the ball ama you have an on the ball formation and off the ball formation. Even yenye tunaangalia saa hii, you would expect that this will be the off the ball formation for Man City. It's not the attacking one. Kwa sababu ukifika kwa attack, a couple of things might happen. But unaona Bernardo Silva na De Bruyne wako hapo, and then Savio on the right side, Doku on the left side, Marmoush and Haaland up front. Sasa we start throwing the ideas. Hopefully one of them is going to stick. Morgan, you should also comment on this one. Something that might happen. O'Reilly anaweza invert akuja acheze hapa. He did that when we played against Wolves in the Etihad. I don't think he was that good, but that idea, we saw it on that day. And I think that might, hiyo ndio inaweza happen according to me, kwa sababu ukiona Akanji amewekwa inamaanisha yeye he's there to provide defensive cover. I will feel more comfortable with O'Reilly akiwa hapa than Akanji akiwa hapa alafu O'Reilly akuwe hapa nyuma. This looks very off to me, kwa sababu that means Vardy ndio anacheza katikati and then Akanji ati ana invert anacheza alongside kina De Bruyne. I don't like that one. I would have preferred kama, I think itakuwa hivi. That is my opinion. My opinion yangu itakuwa Akanji on one side, Akanji as one of the center backs when we are in possession, and then O'Reilly atacheza hapo ama hapa mbele ama hivyo. Kovacic ako injured. Wacha nimesahau kumention you. That was a very big update. I should have mentioned it. He felt uncomfortable. He's not even on the bench. If he was on the bench, maybe kungekuwa na, if he was fit, sorry, kungekuwa na a couple of different what changes for Man City. De Bruyne, obviously, this is his last final for Manchester City. Ye bado ndio ana captain the side. So that can happen. Inaweza kuwa hivyo. Kwa sababu I don't think our Doku na Savio ati wanatushtua sana in their positioning. See ati we don't know where they will play. Our will we know. They will, either of them will be, either the two of them watakuwa on the wide side. Whichever order unaweza pata Savio ndio atakuwa huko, Doku huko juu, whichever we know our will ndio atakuwa anacheza as the wingers. And then Haaland and Marmoush wako hapa katikati. Now, let me take you back to when Man City played Crystal Palace this season in both games. Acha turudi na the latest one. Tuliona how good they were Palace in terms of breaking away from Man City. 20 minutes into the game, we had already conceded 2 goals at the Etihad. That is what happened in that game. Walikuwa so good in the transition. Now I think I even kept mentioning it during the watch along that Eze alikuwa na find spaces sana, that nilikuwa nasema acha nijicompose. Niko na ideas mingi sana zinaingia kwa akili. They are so good at this thing ya wakipata ball, they take it wide, their wide men run with the ball and then they feed it. I know it seems weird, ina seem weird niki-specify kitu kama hiyo because football is supposed to be played that way. Juu kuna teams zingine zenye they start from here, they go wide and then they return central. Okay, most of the time ball lazima irudi central ndio ingie. Yeah, I think you understand what I mean. But our players wao wawili, Kamada and Watton, they will be looking for Sarr and Eze because that is how we conceded in that game at the Etihad against them. Na hizo bao zote mbili zenye we conceded against them zilikuwa from this side. Ilikuwa situations zenye Ismail Assar ndiye anapata ball and then he does something alafu they score. Huyu jamaa Eze nataka tumuongelele kwa sababu nimeona in the last few games hapa, hii position ya hapa, Eze is very dangerous when he gets to the ball in that position. When he gets to the ball in that position, hapa outside the box, I've seen him score a lot of goals hapa. Na ni cutback too simple. Cutback one touch ndani. Amefanya hivyo against Man City, amefanya hivyo against Spurs, amefanya hivyo sijui against Arsenal. Okay, Arsenal ilikuwa set piece. But sasa kuna makosa yenye moja yenye Palace walifanya ile siku yenye tulicheza nao. Si Palace walifanya, coach wao walifanya. Whereby he substituted Mateta at halftime. Hatujui kama alimsubstitute kwa sababu it was an injury or what. But the moment Mateta alitoka, Palace walikuwa very weak kwa sababu what Mateta does, yeye ana provide hiyo cover ya kudistract defenders hapa. Mateta ana disrupt sana juu uko sure Mateta will be covered by Diaz 9 out of 10 times. Meaning Diaz are already occupied. Eze atakuwa east side and then Vardy atakuwa na Sarr. This is the worst outcome for us. Having a one-on-one is the worst outcome. Kwa sababu nimeona this season defend hapo for Man City one-on-ones iko very we get beaten easily on one-on-ones. Na I think hiyo ndio kitu yenye Palace watakuwa nafanya. Wacha we talk about their fullbacks before we go to attacking ya Man City. Fullbacks wao watakuwa wanakaa hapa. Whenever Palace have the ball, they will be staying as wide as possible. And the reason why they'll be staying as wide as possible, kwa sababu ile tactic yenye Man City tunatumia, itabidi Doku wakae on Munoz na Savio wakae on Miche. And that is also not good. Especially side ya huku chini. Especially side, sasa nye Miche la kona ball, Savio hata struggle. Acha niseme tu without hiding it. And the reason why the Palace will choose to do this, ni kwa sababu Man City tumechagua kugo na a very attack-minded formation. Now, when things change, unaweza pata that O'Reilly atakuwa hapa. Sasa this is also my worst outcome. This is my nightmare. Having De Bruyne and Silva in that position and they can't cover during especially wakitu attack. I'm very worried about this. Hii yenye ni hao wawili wako hapa, I'm very worried about it. O'Reilly maybe atatoka sasa zenye hatuna possession, yeye atarudi huku kando. So maybe Munoz atakuwa anakaa na O'Reilly. But hii side ingine, I think hapa sasa they might hurt us. Funny enough, in the previous game yenye Palace walicheza against EC at the Etihad, naona imebakisha 3 minutes, they hurt us most from this side. But leo I think this side for them is going to be key for them, for Palace. Kwa sababu uko sure Eze atakuwa anakaa na Akanji. Mateta ako hapa na Diaz. So east side ya huko chini, ini their left side inaweza kuwa a very weak point for us. Obviously kina Kamada watakuwa hapa against De Bruyne and Watton, and then the yani wamejipanga vizuri. So unaona venye it will be difficult for Man City to break away in this formation. If we play a 4-2-4, it is very 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 weak for us. Kwa sababu hata mkienda kubreak, they already have 3 center backs. Maybe Doku atakuja akae hapa. But hii battle lenye Savio inabidi akae na Mitchell, I'm not happy about it. It's either Savio atakaa na Mitchell ama Doku atakaa na Munoz. Itakuwa either of those. Doku akae na Munoz kwa sababu sasa vitu zita shift sasa. Vitu zita shift hapo. Sasa nayo hii inaenda sasa situation inaenda ikikuwa weak juu mkiamua kuprefer Doku akae hii side ndio Savio asi-defend against Mitchell, inamaanisha backline mzima inasonga inaenda side ya juu. But me, I don't think that is what I think itakuwa hivi most of the time, especially when they have the ball. I think this is what is going to happen for us. Na mimi hiyo inanishtua sana, especially juu ya hapa Watton na Kamada, they will run over De Bruyne 8 out of 7 times. Eze is very impressive from the left. I think I mentioned it. Hapa he can kill you from that. Naona game nakaribia kuanza, but personal wise it's a better setup kuliko in the league where you had no sasa hiyo nayo sasa naona time imeisha. Acha ni change kitu kimoja. Sasa now the advantage ya kucheza very attacking leo is that you might pin them back. Acha niweke volume. The advantage sasa yenye Pep ameamua I see why he has done that. The advantage with doing that ni anaweza pin back fullbacks wa nini very easily. Anaweza pin back fullbacks wa Palace. Naona game bado haijaanza. Anaweza pin back fullbacks wa Palace very easily. Wanaweza jipata wamekaa on the edge of their box easily. But itakuwa difficult. Mimi anytime Man City is playing against a back three, I get worried. The first reason I get worried ni kwa sababu most of the time we only have Haaland hapo. Because I think unaona kama Marmoush angecheza, we would have had De Bruyne hapa kwenye Marmoush hapa, alafu Kovacic hapa, and then Haaland angekuwa isolated hapa. But the fact that tumego with Marmoush inamaanisha Haaland atakuwa na chance ya 1-on-1 most of the times. But our fullbacks wao wanaweza sumbua hii game. Alafu pia hii hapa, but wacha tukae through, we be hopeful because Man City usually do very good when it comes to playing at the final. Najua last year is an exception obvious, but naangalia mimi mtu mwenye I expect to have a good game ni Marmoush. I expect him to have a good game. Doku na Savio ni itakuwa typical Doku and Savio. Si mnajua typical Doku and Savio. I will be screaming about output from the first minute to the last minute of the game. F1 inaendelea. F1 ya leo ime-mess up. Juu hiyo ilikuwa inafaa qualification ya F1 ilikuwa inafaa ishe at 6 p.m. Alafu sasa ikaanza kukua pulled back. That being said, wacha tuweke prediction. Game naona inakaribia kuanza. I think they will score. And I think Man City will score. So wacha I go for a cheeky 2-1. I will go for a cheeky 2-1. It was very difficult. Hopefully Palace hawana experience ya kufika kwa final. I hope they feel it is too much for them. Naona Mateta is ready to start causing chaos. I can already see from his face, yeah, he's just there to cause chaos as much as possible. So I'm going for a cheeky 2-1. Palace wanaanzisha mchezo hapa. Mchezo umeanza. Haya, kumbuka ni final. Nagongana vichwa hapa players wawili. Very very early on. Ref anastopisha mpira. Vardiol is down hapa, amegongwa kichwa na Marteta. John Philip hajagongwa kichwa, mbona ref amesimamisha mpira? Oh, ilikuwa the second time. So wa replay hapo umetucheza kidogo. Naona imebakisha 1 minute qualification session iishe for F1, so we can fully focus on this one. Yeah, but yeah, Man City perform well bana. Just overwhelm them. Overwhelm them. We need this FA Cup. Riley ana go out wide, but Mitchell atakuja kuclean up hapa for Palace. Savio pelekwa chini hapa. Marmoush is already taken down. Riley ndiye anaingia midfield. Unaona kama Simon City with the possession, yeye ndiye anaingia ndani. Pause. Haya, Palace very good defensively. This season wame concede only 1 goal in their FA Cup season. In their FA Cup run, sorry. Haya. Tuliwatch hiyo game ya Palace na Villa? Lakini nilikuwa na watch on my own. They did the same thing they are doing venye walicheza against Aston Villa. Sit deep and then counter attacks zao zilikuwa lethal. I would even say on that day against Aston Villa, they could have scored more goals. Katikati ya uwanja hapa. Josko. Last time out kwa semifinal, mkumbuke Palace waligonga post mara 2. See ati we were flying on that day. Niko O'Reilly. Naingia ndani midfield. I think we at least we got one of those two things. Tuliona Nico O'Reilly hapo. I think we read it well. Savinho anakuwa capsized hapa juu ya pressure. Outpass hapa. Bora Palace wasianze vizuri. Wasianze vizuri. That is the word. Remember, as condescending as this, ni condescending ama ni patronizing. I don't know kama patronizing ndio. As weird, wacha tuseme as bad as this sounds for them. They haven't been here before. They haven't been here before. They don't know how see the sound negative. But I think mna understand how. Usikubali wa settle in a final. Josko change wing. Nice. Naona F1 qualification imeisha. Savio. Bernardo, good recovery. Good recovery hapo Bernardo. De Bruyne playing his final match. His last final for Man City. Doku. Faster Doku. Josko. KDB. Poor pass by De Bruyne. Poor pass by De Bruyne hapo. Very poor pass. Very poor pass hapo De Bruyne. De Bruyne hiyo pass haikuwa mzuri sana. Unaona walikuwa wa break away from there. From that one I mean. Aya, Richards for Palace. Mkumbuke pia goalkeeper wa Palace nilisahau kumpea shout out. But I think I talked about him yesterday during the Man U versus Chelsea watch-along. Nisema he's a very good goalkeeper. He can keep you in games. Anaweza he can single-handedly keep you in the game. Aya, Josko. Wanaweka pressure hapa Palace, but Diaz ana find the right path. De Bruyne akuwa settled bro. De Bruyne passing iko off my guy. Naletwa far post. Haaland! Dean Henderson first save. Niliwaambia Dean Henderson can keep you in the game. Good chance for Haaland hapo, ilikuwa on target. Haaland hajai score for us at Wembley. Good pass hapo after telling De Bruyne, good cross in the end. Good cross in the end hapo by De Bruyne. Henderson alikuwa good in the semi, ile siku yenye walicheza against Villa. Very difficult against them in a corner. I think they are a very good team ikifika kwa defending corners. Mpira inaletwa ndani, nje ya box. Savinho. Savio, my guy. Josko. Anakata hapa, anapatia O'Reilly. O'Reilly. Poor attempt, O'Reilly. Goalkeeper ametoka nje na mpira lakini. Corner for City. Henderson ameshika ball but akatoa nje. Angeacha tu itoke nje. Mpira umetoka nje hapa. Corner for City. Nani anapiga corner? Savio. Savinho with a corner. Whips it in. Kuna mtu. Nikwambia they are very good when it comes to defending corners. Marmoush. Eze wins it back. Jaribu kick. De Bruyne. Palace hapo walikuwa wameoverturn ball but Man City haven't built. Gawa faster. Usikubali wa settle in. Diaz. Faster. Josko analeta ndefu. Richards ana defend vizuri. Aya, Munoz. Akanji, good recovery. Good recovery, Akanji. De Bruyne. Josko. Aya, De Bruyne katikati ya uwanja. Aya. Man City bado wana possession hapa. Akanji. Josko. Aya, Ruben Diaz hapa katikati. Palace bado sitting deep. Kitu hata naogopa, kitu yenye nimenotice yenye wanaweza tupata nayo ni kuna a couple of times nimeona pass inapigwa fupi kidogo. Inapigwa pass alafu Eze sana side ya Eze anakaribia win the ball easily. Kwa sababu pass haingii kwa huyo mtu vizuri. Haaland, poor first touch, no shock there. Good recovery by De Bruyne. Faster, faster, faster! Faster, O'Reilly. Pass ball kwa Marmoush. Kwani wanataka Palace warudi back into their shape? Doku. Nothing. Nice one, O'Reilly. Doku unanishtua bro. Kila time unapata ball ukai kama uko excited to play. We are so not used to playing with two strikers. We are so not used to playing with two strikers. Junaona Marmoush ana find space hapo, especially ana find spaces between the defense and the midfield, but hakuna mtu mwenye anampea hiyo ball because we are so programmed to Haaland. Ni kama we are not expecting Marmoush to be in that position. Another corner for City. Savio, piga cross mzuri mzee. Tafadhali piga tu cross mzuri. Naletwa ndefu ndani. Piga save hapa Dean Henderson. Piga save kubwa Dean Henderson. Dean Henderson apiga save ingine. I told you yesterday it's going to be difficult. Yeah. Very comfortable head up for Vardiol. Akanji. Henderson already with 2 good saves in the first few minutes of the game. Twende. Doku pekee ndiye anakaa ako shocking. Si shocking, anakaa yeye ndiye haja participate anything so far. Goal kick, Savio, nothing in the end. Palace fans hapa, they are singing very very loudly hapa, the Palace goons. Mpira inaletwa moja juu, kichwa safi, nice one. De Bruyne geuka. Marmoush, attack. Marmoush. Doku anakuja anachukua mpira hapa out wide. Doku against Munoz. Header. Hakuna mtu kwa header. Hakuna mtu on the other side for Man City. Good defending hapo by that player though. Mitchell, very good defending. Very good defending by Mitchell. Another corner hapo for City. Poor header, Kanji. City pinning, but I think Crystal Palace, they are comfortable with that. As you say, your statement, I don't think it's bad for Crystal Palace, in my opinion. I don't think that's bad for them. I think they will be more comfortable doing that. Si Palace ndio wameconcede. Hapana, si Palace. Nilikuwa ni confuse hiyo start for Palace na start ya Athletic Bilbao. Athletic Bilbao ndio wako na the best record in La Liga. Nilikuwa nizi confuse. But Palace kwa kudefend hapo, they can do that very very well. Ndio hiyo, unaona hiyo pass nyingine, hizi passes zote zenye zinakama cross zikienda kwa Kanji. Kumekuwa na passes kama kadhaa zenye zimekuwa very risk. Their wingers are offering. Wingers unasema unamaanisha Palace. Their wingers are offering support out wide in all phases. Wanataka ku make sure anytime a Man City winger has the ball, there are 2 Crystal Palace players on him. and the two Crystal Palace players on him ni huyo fullback na their number 10, one of their 2 10s. Juu wanacheza na 2 10s, usisahau. Palace wanachezanga na one striker and 2 number 10s. Ni kama Man U. No, City wako na wingers. Oh, unamaanisha wingers wa Man City ama? Juu unajua venye ukisema there, okay, nilikuwa ndani Palace. But I think we were saying the same thing. I think nimemention Palace wako na 2 number 10s. Mateta holds up the ball. They are breaking. Space in behind at a cutback. To a ball. 1-0. I told you Eze would score. Si niliwaambia itapigwa cutback. 1-0. 1-0 for Palace. Nilikwambia cutback tu, watapiga cutback, Eze atakuwa on the edge of the box. Wow. I don't think we should even be angry with that. We saw that coming. I said it during the tactical. Niliwaambia Eze hapo in the box, he will find something. Niliwaambia he will find something up on the edge of the box. I told you he scored against Aston Villa like that. He scored against Tottenham multiple times. Tumekuwa caught out wide. Munoz simple ball in behind, boom. Angalia De Bruyne na Bernardo Silva. Angalia tu De Bruyne na Bernardo Silva, Pep. Angalia De Bruyne na Bernardo Silva na uko na Nico Gonzalez kwa bench. Angalia tu, just look at that situation. Uko na Nico Gonzalez kwa bench, but umechagua kuweka Bernardo Silva na Kevin De Bruyne as your 2 pivots. Are you seeing how crazy that? Hata siwezi kasirika at this point. I shouldn't get angry over this type of nonsense. Do imekuwa ikihappen throughout. Angechezesha Nico Gonzalez hapo. Haya ndio hiyo. Hakuna hata mtu ako shocked in world football. I don't think there's anyone shocked, including hata sisi fans. Hakuna mtu ako shocked. Hiyo ndio the weird part about it. A stupid formation tuna concede easily. Very, very crazy. Very crazy kuchezesha Bernardo. The first transition, hiyo ni ya kwanza yenye wamekuwa nayo. The first one, wamescore. Juu hakuna defensive midfielder kwa hiyo team. Gonzalez amekaa tu kwa bench. Why did we buy him then? What was the use of getting him? Akanji. Ilikuwa ya kazi gani? Why were we buying him in the first place? Hiyo ni the first transition. That is the first time tumeona Palace wakifika kwa box ya Man City. It was the first time. Boom. It was the first time when wamefika kwa box yao. It was the first time wamefika kwa box yetu. What was the outcome? Mtati. Ile siku wenye mtaanza kusimplify things ndio tutajua sasa urudi. Siku wenye Pepa atarudi kwa kusimplify vitu ndio tutajua. There was no need of playing Bernardo Silva and Kevin De Bruyne. There was no need. Ni kama playing into their game. That was the first transition. Their first transition. Are you getting that? Ina shida. Mimi I'm not even bothered by it. At this point, or at this time of the year, siwezi kuwa worried about Man City being this poor in transitions. And yao tena Eze. Aya. In behind Munoz. Cutback ingine. Ndio hiyo, walikuwa score. Goalkeeper amesave. You want to score that one. Kevin De Bruyne. Savio anakuwa fouled, referee anasema there is nothing in it. That was their first transition, bro. Do you know how crazy that is? Hata hiyo ya pili ni venye saa ajui kufanya kazi hapo. Saa hapo ni venye umemiss time. That could have been an easy second goal. That could have been easily a second goal. But the fact that acha niache. Maybe mimi ndio nakuwa negative very early on. Gonzalez, why did we get this guy? I will always ask you that question when that's something. Kazi ya kununua, why did we buy a defensive midfielder in January if Pep was never going to rely on him? Why? What was the purpose? What was the reason of getting him? Whatever happened, it happened. Me, I don't even care. I don't care. Kwa sababu huwezi kuwa this reckless in everything you do. Alafu una expect you get the best outcome. Ni mara ngapi nili-highlight De Bruyne na Bernardo Silva hapo nikasema hawa in transition. And I think hata I made a half statement nikasema usishangae hata the first transition wakilemewa. I think I said that. Sasa itakuwa ni this two nonsense. Kama tu ya Man U tu last year. They will score before us and then they go and sit back. Time iishe, we go home tuki blame tu mtu. Doku so far nothing so far. So far nothing from Doku. So far nothing. Ni kama hata he's not in the game. So far it's nothing. Haja contribute anything. Anything. Hakuna kitu amecontribute hata moja so far tangu game ianze. Hakuna kitu hata moja amecontribute. Aya, another transition by Palace. Draw in for Palace. So far Doku bado ni kama bado hajaamka. He's nowhere to be seen. He's nowhere to be seen. So far. How many minutes in? 20 minutes in. One of our wingers hajafanya anything so far. Hakuna any meaningful contribution. Eze out wide. Haya, Palace bado wako na possession. Haaland anaiba mpira from the goalkeeper faster. Faster Haaland. Marmush kidungi. Umewaste time. Hata we Marmush umeanza umekuwa infected by the Bozos gene. Hata we Marmush umeanza kukuwa affected by the Bozo gene. Ona Josko. Fucking hell. Naudhika kuona kenye inafanyika hapa. This is so annoying. Marmush hata wewe umekuwa affected by the Bozo gene. Ameguza ball nje ya box. Ameguza ball nje ya box. Goalkeeper ameguza ball nje ya box. Ameguza ball nje ya box, ref. VAR unafaa kuangalia hiyo VAR. Goalkeeper ameguza ball nje ya box. Ameguza ball nje ya box. Ameguza ball nje ya box, ref. Goalkeeper ameguza ball nje ya box clearly. That's hiyo ni red card. Wacha uone. Wacha uone nothing. Referee hadi anakunywa maji. Juu anajua hapa sitaangalia anything. Anakunywa maji, anatuonesha venye yeye he doesn't even want to be involved. The goalkeeper clearly handles the ball outside the box. Clearly, hata si Haaland ameguza. That is a red card. That is a red card, ref. That is a red card. Ameguza ball nje ya box. Angalia watoe, watasema ni ngoja uone. Ameguza ball nje ya box. Hawata do anything. Just wait and see. We kuenda huko hata Hiyo si red card aji. Ameguza goalkeeper siku hizi they are allowed to handle the ball outside the box. Wewe watoke hapa hadi hao. Hakuna hii ni si goalkeeper kwani wanashikanga ball nje ya box? How is that not given? How is that not given? Goalkeeper ameshika ball outside the box na mkono. What is that? Watoke hata hapa hadi hao. Hii inafaa kukuwa red card nje ya box. How is that not given? Goalkeeper amehandle ball aje hapo nje ya box. Haaland. Oh my God. Goalkeeper ameshika ball nje ya box. Should not be a red card. Kama angeshika si Haaland angefikia hiyo ball. Kwanza goalkeeper anashika ball nje ya box kwa nini? Kama goalkeeper angeshika hiyo ball, what would have been the outcome? What is the outcome of the goalkeeper handling the ball outside the box? Acha tuangalie. Juu sikuje kuniambia ati alikuwa 1 meter away from the box. Hakuna tofauti ya kukua. Kama uko nje ya box kama goalkeeper, you should not be handling the ball. It's as simple as that. Hakuna hata repercussions zenye zimetolewa. Man City hata wajapoa hadi free kick. How does that make any sense to you? Si red card ni nini basi inafaa kupeano? Free kick, yellow card, what? What is the outcome? Mama squeezy goalkeepers, they can go crazy and touch the ball outside the box. Whichever way they like. Jusisi, we were not aware of such rules in football. If that is the case, Otega hata wewe kuja shika ball hapo nje ya box basi. What is that? Mimi sina shida. Hizi wewe unajua wewe unaniambia sio. Goalkeeper anafaa kushika ball nje ya box. It is as simple. You are not answering the question that I'm asking. They will score a second one na game itaisha hivyo. Ball in behind for Palace. To a ball. What is the repercussions? Squeeze goalkeeper, they can handle the ball whichever way they like. They can handle the ball outside the box. Is that what you're saying? What should be the repercussions ya goalkeeper kushika ball nje ya box? Free kick, yellow card, nothing. Hakuna hata kitu imehappen. Inafaa kuwa red card. Si ndio nasema. Goalkeeper anashika aje ball nje hiyo outside the box? How does that make sense in 2025 when we have all the technology available? How is that making any sense? Na ni goalkeeper kwanza. VAR hata ref mwenye ako hapa ajaenda kuangalia. Haaland was drew on goal, si ndio nasema? Lakini hawajaangalia anything. Sometimes nakwambianga mimi I will only believe VAR kuna watu wanafanyanga kazi huko ile siku AI itawekwa huko. Referees wote wakunanga kitu ya maana they do. Kama kitu kama hiyo, a simple discussion like that, hakuna hata mtu hata hatuja explain what has happened. Goalkeeper anashika aje ball nje ya box na mkono na tumenyamaza sisi wote as much as nyinyi ni haters. Hakuna mtu mmoja anaweza comment on that because I affect team yake. Huyo ni goalkeeper ameguza ball nje ya box clearly ameshika ball in front of every 80,000 fans around the field na millions of fans in the world. Hakuna hata mtu mmoja ana dispute. Na ni kwa final, hata si ati hii si the first game of the season ati mnaweza sema Man City wakipoteza hiyo ati wanaweza recover. Iko kwa final. Goalkeeper anashika ball nje ya box kwa final. And no one is even making up a case for it. Alafu kuja uniambie hizi football ati VAR ilikuja kuneutralize. How is that neutralizing? Kama mtu anaweza shika ball nje ya box in front of everyone na hakuna anything. Hakuna hata referee amesema tu amewave on, akasema ameongea na De Bruyne akamwambia sisi unajua atuangalie because we want you to lose. Si unajua hivyo tunataka mlose. Si unajua tunataka mlose. So hiyo kitu yenye hiyo makosa yenye Henderson amefanya hatutamпunish. We will not punish him for that because we already want a certain narrative to be the outcome. We want that narrative to be the na sita nyamaza hata tukilose game 7-1. Hiyo decision enye goalkeeper hajakuwa punished. Sitanyamaza. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Ref anaambia De Bruyne, si unajua sisi we want you to lose. So, hiyo makosa yenye Henderson amefanya, we won't punish him because we want you guys to lose. Si unajua hivyo? Tunataka nyinyi mlose. That is what we want. That is the outcome that we want. That is the outcome yenye ina favor our narrative. That is what we want. We want you to lose. That is the reason yenye goalkeeper anashika ball in their box and we are not even taking it serious because we are jokers. That is what they want. Si unajua hivyo? That is the narrative. That is the narrative in front of 80,000 fans. Wame get away with such a mistake aji. How? It's probably not a clear and obvious. Bro, unajua you're telling me the notes. You're telling me it is not. Najua unasema it's not. You're telling me the notes. You're not telling me it is. Goalkeeper kushika ball in their box, what are the repercussions? What are the punishments? He clearly ameslap your ball away from Haaland outside the box. Mimi si mjinga. As much as watu wanambuanga wako in the matrix, ati our brains are controlled, mimi brain yangu haiko controlled by anything. I have eyes that see and I have a brain. I can make logical decisions. How is that not? Hakuna anything yenye may happen hapo. Hakuna anything yenye hapana. Mimi I can't be fooled by this football. I can't be fooled. Atashika aji ball nje ya box goalkeeper clearly na hakuna mtu hata mmoja ana complain wa Man City. Wote tu wamenyamaza. Wote tu wamenyamaza tu. Ref hata hawezi take it seriously, aseme it is a final, everything should be balanced ama there should be fairness for everyone. How is that fair? Kama Ortega ndiye angefanya hivyo in the 90th minute, would you have you come up with the same excuses? Bernardo Silva fouled again. Penalty for Haaland. Penalty for Haaland. Sasa hii wataangalia watoe. Ngoja uone. Just wait and see how stupid these referees are. Wataangalia hii watoe. It is a clear foul. Sasa Haaland wewe, hujascore in Wembley in the last 6 appearances, Haaland. You haven't scored in the last 6 appearances. Alafu uone goalkeeper mwenye angefaa kuwa na red card ata save. Narudi tu saa hii. Bado wanacheck. Unaona venye penalty ya Man City inakuwa checked. Wataangalia offside, watafute foul in play, watafute handballs. They will do anything to try and dispute it as much as possible. Alafu kuja uniambia kunanga fixed narratives. He clearly sweeps him. Sai unaona venye wana analyze hiyo. Unaona venye wana analyze, wanaangalia. Ameshikwa, contact ilikuwa enough. Aya, tuacha tu change. Wacha tu change angle, tuangalie from this side, maybe the outcome is different. Marmush anachukua penalty. Aya, Marmush, this is your time, my guy. Aya, Marmush ana step up. First penalty for Man City hapa, Marmush. Henderson on the other side trying to stop him. He should have been sent away for a red card for handling the ball outside the box. Feeling nervous about Marmush on the penalty. I'm not going to lie, guys. I'm not going to lie. I'm feeling very, very nervous about this one. Saved. Simekwambia I'm feeling nervous about this one. Saved. The goalkeeper that should have been sent away on a red card ndiye amesave hiyo. Niliwaambia tu I'm feeling nervous. Nimewambia I'm feeling it's not a good penalty. It's not a good penalty. Leo Man City you are shambolic. You are very shambolic. Haaland hataki kupiga penalty kwa nini sasa Haaland? Why are you not taking the penalty Haaland? In a final. Na wewe ndio unalipwa 500,000 per week. Wewe ndio unafaa kukuwa the guy that scores goals for Man City. Wewe you should be the guy that should be is scoring goals, unapeana penalty. Imesaviwa by the goalkeeper that mwenye angefaa kuwa sent away for handling the ball outside the box. How comical is that? Nawambia hizi narratives they are fixed, amsikiangi. I tell you these narratives they are fixed, mnadhaningi mimi my mind is colonized. Si hivyo ndivyo mnadhaningi? How is it possible that huyu goalkeeper angefaa kuwa sent away? He should have been sent away for handling the ball. But sasa yeye ndiye amesave penalty. You see? Sometimes ni kama we live in a matrix. We live in a... Jana usiku I prophesied nikasema Henderson itakuwa difficult kumshinda kesho. It is happening before us. A very poor penalty by Marmoush, no doubt. Haaland, mbona unapeana penalty Haaland? Why is Haaland not taking the penalty? Why is he not taking the penalty? Mitchell alipewa yellow card. Utaona Mitchell alifoul mtu but hakupewa yellow card. Ngoja uone how crazy things are in football. Yeah, I told you. Alifoul mtu kwa box but hakuna yellow card. How does that make any sense? Unafoul mtu inapeana penalty but si yellow card. I would understand kama ingekuwa handball. I would understand hiyo kuna yellow card. But nini? Fouling someone in the box and it being rewarded as a penalty and you not getting any yellow card. What does that mean? Doku offering nothing as always. Hakuna kitu Man City wanafanya. Hakuna kitu wenye wanafanya. Ya maana. Nothing. Hakuna kitu wenye wanafanya. There's nothing. Na unajua I knew Marmoush missed that penalty. I knew somehow. Nilikuwa tu najua tu atamiss hiyo penalty. Attack your space Bernardo. Ona Bernardo Silva pass ball nyuma. Nimekuambia. A whole bunch of nothing. A whole bunch of what? Of nothing. Hakuna kitu wenye wanafanya ya maana. I told you kunafaa kukuwa na script writers wa VAR. Vardiol. Itakuwa funny sana getting to 3 FA Cup finals and only winning 1. Na kwa hizo zote tatu we were favorites. Itakuwa very fun. Itakuwa very funny. Akanji with a shit cross as always. Shit cross by Akanji. I don't think hapa kuna mtu ako shocked by that. Him crossing the ball ni kama hajai train for any day. Penalty is very poor, Marmoush. Haaland, shame on you for giving away the ball. Shame on you, Haaland. You should be very ashamed for giving away the ball. You should be very ashamed. Wewe ndio goal scorer kwa hii team. It doesn't matter kama umeuza 9 out of the last 10 penalties. Wewe kazi yako kwa hii team inakuanga gani? Kazi ya Haaland. Purpose yake kwa hii team ni gani? We don't ask him to do anything else other than put the ball behind the net. Sahi kwa final, yeye ana give away the ball. Kwa final anapeana bola, anashika shika upige, shika, mimi sitaki. Kazi yake inakuwa kuscore the goal for the team. Anapeana penalty ya nini? Anapeana penalty. Why is he giving away that penalty to another player? Why is he giving away a penalty to another player? Bro, hii tusha lose. Venye siwezi end hii live stream at halftime. Ni venye I just ni kama tu ile ya Mani wenye niliona tu halftime tume lose 2-0. I just knew tume lose hiyo. Because hakuna kitu yenye tunafanya ya maana. Hakuna kitu yenye maana tunafanya as Man City Football Club. Nothing. Heri tungefunga hiyo penalty, tukaze hadi dakika ya mwisho game iishe 0-0. Game tuende pena, tubahatishe na pena. But sioni anything anywhere by anyone. I'm not seeing anything anywhere. Sioni anyone doing anything. Hakuna mtu hata mmoja naona akifanya kitu ya maana. Hakuna hata mmoja. Hakuna. There's no one doing anything. Tukifika halftime bila bao, we have lost this game. I'm telling you. Tukifika halftime, tumakisha 3 minutes before halftime. Tukifika halftime without scoring, we have lost this game. I am telling you that. De Bruyne smothers the ball like a madman. Henderson again with a good save. Hii ni mara ya kwanza Doku amefanya anything. Ikifika halftime, nothing. Ikifika halftime bila bao, nishakwambia tusha lose game. Nishawaambia. Bora tu ifike halftime. You see, unless Pep make drastic changes. Na unajua the worst part ni nini? The worst part unajua ni nini? The worst part ni zile makosa zenye ziko kwa lineup ni mingi sana, that correcting them. Unajua kama ingekuwa one mistake, one player in, one player out, outcome ingekuwa slightly different. Peana ball Marmoush. Puta. Kwa offside hapo ref, inua flag, don't be stupid. 100% smothered. Amesmother hiyo ball away. Ana shoot ball ni kama ako na miguu zenye anaogopa ataumia. Mateta anajifanya venye ameumia. Kuna kitu yenye mtu kama wewe Mateta unatoshana hivyo, unataka kuniambia unaanguka chini unaumia hivyo. Anajifanya venye ameumia shoulder. Useless. Foul hapo by De Bruyne. Bro, si simulation. Don't be crazy. I know unataka kunirattle but si simulation. Simulation hapo si amekuwa fouled by someone. Simulation umeona akidive akiwa peke yake. exposed. Nani amekuwa exposed? Three minutes added on. Everyone is behind the ball for Palace. Goal kick. Okay, I see simulation, but Silva is already going down. Was there any contact made, Morgan? Acha complicate mambo. Was he fouled? Was he fouled? It's a simple, ni either yes or no. Alikuwa fouled, yes. Hata si fouled. Fouled is the wrong question. Was there any contact? Yes. Was the contact before winning the ball, after winning the ball, or without winning the ball? Hiyo ndio inakuanga the criteria ya kujudge hizo situations. Was there contact before winning the ball, ama after, ama without? Iko in between those three things. Man, Savio is so useless, man. Our wingers of Man City, they are so useless. It's not a penalty. Why? Why are you saying it's not a penalty? Because he was fouled in the box and you don't support the team that he plays for. If watch to assume 93 minutes, you are 1 goal down against Spurs on Wednesday. Hiyo ikose kupeana penalty. Would you have the same opinion? Would you have the same opinion? Let us even go to a fantasy world. Dakika ni dakika ya 120. Spurs are leading 2-1 kwa Europa League final. Garnacho akue foul hapo. Garnacho akue fouled. Will you have the same opinion? It is as simple as that. Are you going to say it's not a penalty? Will you say Garnacho dived? I don't think so. Hiyo ni penalty all day, every day. Chanione F1 inaendeleaje. Marmush ameuza penalty. So far, if I'm being honest, in my mind, we have already lost this game. I have already lost this game. Itakuwa behind. Itakuwa one of the most embarrassing things ni. We also lost against Wigan a couple of years ago. Same shit. I'm not saying hata niko shocked. Siwezi sema hata niko shocked. Unajua hata ndio the worst part about it. Hiyo ndio the worst part about it. Hiyo ndio the worst part about it ni, if you told me Man City will lose in an FA Cup final against Palace, singekuwa shocked. That is how bad the standards are this season. If you told me they will get to a final but lose to Crystal Palace, ningekwambia, by the way, that is true. It's very shocking if I'm honest. Haaland anapewa penalty, anaamua like we don't even deserve anything in this game so far. There's no way mtapewa hadi pena muuze in a final and then you think that you're being treated unfairly. I'm not even shocked. Hiyo hata ndio the worst part about it. Hiyo ndio the worst part about it. Siko shocked that we are losing 1-0 against Palace in a final. Most probably ungekuja jana uniambie halftime Crystal Palace will be leading 1-0 against Man City. How do you think that first half turned out? Ningekwambia, Pep started a very weird lineup. The Crystal Palace had a couple of transitions and they scored. Siyo ndio kitu yenye imehappen. I don't think hata ningekuwa shocked. Morgan, hujajibu swali. You are arguing against the penalty. If that was to happen to you in the situation, would you have the same opinion? Now I think sasa hiyo logic I'll be applying to all the rivals. I'll be using that logic against all the rivals. Kwa sababu most of the times you find rivals they saying wanasema vitu zenye hazimake sense kwa sababu si team yenye wana support. Si juu hiyo team who support, wewe anything that is against them you are happy ama you have a logical reason behind it. But anyway, acha niachana Morgan. Yeah, I'm going to hate on him on Wednesday. Despite the fact that I know they will win that trophy. Hiyo ndio the worst part about it. But sasa mimi sioni hata. The worst part ni sioni venye we can change this game. Sioni any solutions. Labda mtu aniambie, bro, maybe wewe ni fan wa City, maybe you're not seeing it clearly as us. If it was up to us, this is the right thing to kufanya. Hawa ndio subs wenye sioni anything yenye Pep anaweza fanya kwa sababu first of all he put himself in this position. Just mi sioni the only thing yenye imebaki ni you pray that Man City score and they don't concede. Sioni hiyo bench anyone that motivates us in any way. Sioni anyone kwa hiyo bench mwenye unaweza sema by the way, if you bring on Nani, he's a game changer. He can help you with create more chances. Sioni anyone in that bench. Meaning you'll have to stick with the frauds when you ulianzisha game. But we don't. Halftime 1-0 inafaa kukua hivyo. Palace wamekuwa solid defensively, goalkeeper wao turn up most notably in a penalty. Ame keep them in the game. Dogu and Savio completely useless. As always, no shock there. But yeah, at the end of the day, goalkeeper wa Palace anafaa kuwa alipewa red card. How can you touch the ball hapo? Hata nyinyi rivals, you should be embarrassed for yourselves. You should be embarrassed. Kama when you are a neutral mwenye you are watching this game na unafurahia Man City wako nyuma because goalkeeper alihandle a ball hapo, you should be embarrassed for yourself. You should be embarrassed. Na ngoja nisikie official reason. Na ngoja nisikie. Considerations for distance between offense and goal, general direction of play, likelihood of gaining or controlling the ball, location and number of defenders. Sasa from that, hiyo sasa ndivyo referees wana explain that. Are you hearing that? They will always come up with a certain logic. Whether it is whether the ball inaenda towards the goal, if a player wa Man City anaenda hiyo side kwenye ball iko, si Haaland angefika na angeshoot mara moja. He has the ability to score from there. Furthermore, hata the goalkeeper handled the ball. Alishika ball nje ya box. Mbona nyinyi hamuoni hiyo logic in the first place? How are you not seeing that? Before that tufike kwa hii shenanigans ya whatever, ya goal scoring opportunity, ama denial, how is it possible that a goalkeeper is handling the ball outside the area? How is that making sense? How are you so plugged into the matrix that when hiyo ni makosa in the first place? How rotten is your brain? How much do you hate Man City to that point? Goalkeeper is handling the ball outside the area. Clearly, there's nothing anyone. Sometimes that no wonder the world is the way it is. No wonder the world is the way it is. No wonder. This ina make so much sense sahi. Kitu kama hiyo kuna mtu atakuja kuambia that I find every angle to fight a goalkeeper amehandle ball outside the box. That hiyo ina make sense to you. Does that make any sense to anyone? Ama mimi pekee ndio nimechizi kwa hii Watchalong. Anyway, wacha tu niache. Najua mnafurahia. Say, how are you feeling, rivals? How are you feeling? Comment. Say, mko very jubilant that Man City is losing. I know you're very happy, Sai. Because your team disappoints you, you choose to hate on another team. Anyway, we all do that. Hata maybe on Wednesday I'll be hating on Man United heavily. Kesho pia on Sunday I'll be hating on Newcastle because I have other motives with Man City because in the first place they're not playing good football, so I have to go and hate on other teams so that my team gets an advantage. Circle too, you're going too round in a cycle. City play bad, you support other team, you hate on another team to get the outcome you want so that Man City gets an advantage. What should have been punishment ni hiyo handball. Hata hiyo hawakuangalia. Imagine in the first place. Anyway, acha tu niache. Anyway, see, I know you're happy as much as mnafurahia your decision ama I know you guys you're very happy. But unajua sasa sitashinda. Nilisemanga mimi game ikiisha I won't blame the referee. You understand? Sijui kama mnashika kenye nasema. Unaona after hii game imeisha sita blame referee afterwards. Juu game imeshaisha, you can't change the outcome. We still have 45 minutes to go. We also had a penalty in the first place. We had a penalty enye tunge score, maybe hiyo pain ya kuibiwa hiyo penalty ama kuibiwa hiyo red card ingepungua. As a matter of fact, if City find a way of turning it around and they end up winning, we will all forget this occasion enye referee amekuwa fraud. Anaona goalkeeper ameshika ball, anachagua to do nothing. That is how football is. If they turn it around, we will all forget it. And we've all been there where our team inaibiwa, but at the end of the day, they win, so you forget about that. Same thing happened last week when Barcelona were playing against Real, when Tchouameni handled the ball. We won at the end, we won. Tulishinda 4-3. So hiyo kitu haisumbui sana because at the end of the day, ulipata outcome yenye unataka. But it is very shocking. It is very shocking that in 2025 kitu kama hii inaweza happen. It is very, very shocking. You have 45 minutes nothing. Mi sioni ve, na ndio maana unaona I'm asking you if you are the Man City coach. I know you won't want to be the Man City coach. I know you won't want, amwezi taka hiyo kazi hata mkikuwa offered 20 million per week. Sindio? But if you are the Man City coach, how do you change things? How do you change things up? Kwa sababu mimi in my mind I already think the situation is already worse from everywhere. We are a goal down in a final. Our lineup is shambolic the way everything is. But sasa, how do you fix it? Unapenda kulia refs? Okay, ni sawa. If the same thing was to happen against your team, you will have the same opportunity. You will have the same thing. You will have the same thing. You will share the same opinion. Okay, the reason enye naongea nikiwa ni kama na nini words ni kwa sababu I'm also listening to the TV waki explain something. But okay, kama wewe unaona hiyo ni kulia ni sawa. But if the tables were turned and your team was doing that, you will also have the same Morgan is again repeating himself, anasema what should have. It's a red card, Morgan. Acha kushinda ukisema punishment ya hiyo handball ni red card in its first place. Acha tuangalie goalkeeper hata ukisearch tu kwa rules. Handball outside the box. Acha tuangalie. Ndio hii. Mimi si mimi nasema. Unajua nikisema ni red card mnadhani mimi ni mwenda wazimu. It is penalized with free direct free kick for the opposing team. In some cases, the goalkeeper may also receive a yellow card or a red card if it is a clear or goal scoring opportunity. Haaland ndio alikuwa 1-on-1 hapo. Are you going to say that was not a goal scoring opportunity? Okay, so haikuwa wacha niwapatie. I will sema maybe Haaland angeshoot akiwa amefunga macho na mikono hivi, so maybe hangescore. Maybe sasa that is the reasoning behind the goals. Maybe angejifunika uso hivi when he's shooting the ball, so see direct. But why were we not even given a free kick? Told you kitambo, Pep always wants to play the same style. And I see this. I don't think Atan the same style. I don't think he's even playing the same style. It's not the same style. Man City, you don't play with a 4-2-4. It's not the same style. It's not even the same style. Leo may go with the 2 strikers and 2 wingers. That is not the style that we use when we are playing football. Anyway, someone is calling me. Wacha nimpigie. But even if we end up losing, I won't be shocked. You know the worst part about it. Wacha niongee na mtu kwa simu. Hachukui simu, amenipigia 3 times. What is the need of calling someone 3 times and when they call you back, you're not even picking up the phone? Possession football. Sometimes, okay. Sasa unajua ukisema possession football na style, hapo sasa umechange what you are saying sasa. You've changed the story. Juu ukisema possession football doesn't work na kusema same style, Man City sasa what do you expect them to play? Were you expecting Man City to play counter attacks against Palace today? Juu ukisema same style doesn't work, were you expecting Pep akuja a set up Man City defensive and then he goes for the counter? Were you expecting Palace to be possession wise and then Man City to change and make it transition ama counters? Haiwezi change kitu kama hiyo. Haiwezi change. As much as unasema imekataa, haiwezi change. It is as simple as that. I think they will even score another goal. Sadly, I think they will score another goal and we will end up losing 2-0. Najua bado 2-1 yangu yenye nilipredict at the beginning of the game iko still in the cards. I know that prediction is still on the cards, but I don't see it happening. I think they will score a second one. I think they will score a second one. And then the game itaisha. That is how bad I think we are. Shoot! Mierda. Ah. Savio Richards anatoa tena. But Savio so far amejaribu first, ameanza vizuri second half. Richards good defending hapo by Richards. Mi sioni anything happen. Alikuwa offside ref. Alikuwa offside. Alikuwa offside hapo. Maybe alikuwa offside. I think they will score a second one and then we'll go home. I don't see it happening. I don't think it's in the cards for us. But if we get a second goal, sisi, if we equalize, sisi ndio tutakuwa na nini. Doku shoot. Ona amewaste. Doku useless. 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 Ah. What kind of a shot is that? Ah. Si tunataka clinical players kwa hii team. Hatutaki mtu mwenye na shoot ball 7 times and then they score once. Kila mtu akikuwa hivyo, Haaland shoot 7, Marmoush 7, Doku 7, Savio 7, De Bruyne 7, when will we score? When will we score if they are so poor at converting the chances? Players wa team zingine they only need 2 chances, they score 1. Sisi watu wetu lazima washoot mara 7. Lazima mtu shoot 7 times before we score. What is this bana? Tanguezi ya shoot ball umeona akishoot tena? Have you seen him shooting the ball again? Since the first ile yenye alishoot ya kwanza ikaingia. But for us we need 7 chances for one player so that your chance ameshoot Eze, unaona? Naona Eze ameshoot. Unaona Eze 2 shots 1 goal so far in the game. Sisi watu wetu they need to shoot the ball 7 times before they even get one on target. Hiyo ilikuwa bao pia wallahi. Kama si hiyo block ya Kanji ya Kianani hiyo ni bao. Kianani hiyo inakuwa bao. Kianani, if kama Akanji is not there, bro, you're conceding from that one. Pep anakunywa tu maji hapa. He's not worried. Pep is not even worried. He's not even worried. But sasa in the summer, I will be the most ruthless Man City fan out there. I will be the most ruthless. Unajua, I remember back in November. I remember it very well. I remember it. I can't forget. Back in November, after losing that game against Man U at Etihad, I said that most of these players, they need to leave. I said that fans wengi wa Man City walikuja wakaniambia I overreacted. Waliniambia you overreacted. You are only doing that because you lost against Man U. That is what my own fans told me. Waliniambia ume-overreact kwa sababu tume-lose against Man U. We will still be able to handle the business. Haya, mimi nangoja season iishe. Nangoja season iishe. Tusikie what the verdict will be. Mpira iko imesimama, kuna player sijui anafanya nini hapa, anatibiwa. Southgate ako in attendance. Roy Hudson pia ako hapo, alichujwa last season I think. Last season. Jugazna alikuja last season at the end, kama the last 2 months of last season. Colin Bell pia ako hapo. Si Colin Bell, sorry. Summerby. Anaitwa Mike Summerby ako hapo pia in attendance for Man City. Huyo jamaa amekaa behind Khaldun. But yeah, so far nothing. So far nothing from City, if we are being honest. Ama hiyo penalty tuihesabu as a good chance. Should we be shameless and count that penalty as a good chance? But uzuri nimeangalia, nimechungulia hapo kwa group ya Man City fans. Hakuna mtu mwenye nimeona ati ako agitated by the fact that we are losing. So I think we were all open to the idea that we might lose. I think we were all there. Tulikuwa tushajua there's a chance we might turn up like clowns and lose the game. And that is what is happening so far. Hata top 5, if I'm being honest, hiyo top 5 pia tutaboy. Let me pile on sasa. Najua sasa you will hate me even more. Hiyo top 5, nah. Sioni tukitoboa against Bournemouth in the first place. Maybe if we draw against Bournemouth, we will be forced to win the game against Fulham. Either way, the last 2 games for Man City, we need 1 win and 1 draw. For Man City. 1 win, 1 draw. Pick your poison. You either draw against Bournemouth but win on the last day, ama you win against Bournemouth and draw on the last day. In short, don't lose. Don't lose, see the right one. Mnaweza draw games zote mbili and they are bad. De Bruyne, a poor first touch. Nothing shocking there. Nothing shocking at all. You're not even shocked by that. Sasa ndio season sasa iishe as poorly as possible. Ndio in the summer tukue serious. We miss out on Champions League, we lose the FA Cup final, and we also fail to sign VATs. Ndio sasa tuamke sasa. Unajua sasa you need such occasions in life ndio you start taking things seriously. It is very important to have to be experiencing downfalls. Ndio uache take things for granted. It is very, very important. You get those occasional heartbreaks, ndio ujue hata wewe hiyo position yenye uko, you should not be taking it for granted. In the summer ikifika, you sign proper midfielders and you find good players. Ndio sasa tukue a serious football club. Niliwaambia this season our invincibility imeisha. Mkadhani mimi ni joker. I clocked it back in November. I remember I clocked it back in November when I first said that. Watu waliniambia Unaoverreact bro. When we ended up drawing 3-3 against Feyenoord after being 3 goals up by the 75th minute. Bro, unaoverreact. Mbona unaoverreact? Hata hamkuluzi, mlidraw now 3-3. Bernardo Silva anachagua to go for the glory instead of cutting back the ball and passing it to someone in a better position to score. And that is how Palace defend. But this summer, I am looking at Man City with full attention. Ni venye siwezi kuwa nafanya stream ya kila siku. Inaitwa What is Man City doing in the transfer window? Are they serious? Nafaa nitengeneze stream kama hiyo. Poor crossing by De Bruyne, typical. Sio ni typical, poor corners, ni typical. Typical poor corners by Man City. Why do we think it will change today in the final? Poor crossing, poor corners throughout the season. Why did we think it will change today? In the summer, season ikiisha, you will hate me. I will be here with kila naangalia kenye Man City wanafanya in the transfer window if they are being serious. Juu opponents wetu wote, I guarantee you they will be moving mad. Our opponents will be moving mad in the transfer. Liverpool have won the EPL. They have the dinero. They have the money to go for this big players. You need the wrong word. Ona Akanji Jaba. Naona Akanji Jaba wakiwa na Diaz. Naona Diaz na Akanji Jaba. Are you seeing it? Crazy. Our opponents will be moving mad. Unajua sasa the disadvantage is Man City he compete na teams za England peke yake, as weird as that sounds. Hai compete na nini na ati watu wenye wako England, they are competing with teams from even Germany, from France, that is PSG, from Spain. So hizo teams zikiimprove na nyinyi bado you're still behind, you will have to ask yourself a lot of questions. 2-0. I told you they will score the second one. I told you they will score second goal and we'll end up losing the game. I told you. Si niliwaambia half time we will lose the game. Niliwaambia we will lose. Niliwaambia tuta lose. If we don't score in the first half, niliwaambia we will lose. Imeisha sasa hivyo, it is over. Sasa the only thing remaining is we crash out of the Champions League position. 2-0 for Palace, 58 minutes in. Hata wenye mnakujanga hapa kuniridicule na kucheka, I know mnaboeka because everything that I said would happen has happened. Sindivyo ime happen? Hey. Very passive. Huyo abu angalia Munoz kwenye yako. Ball imeguza saa, ni offside. Ni offside. It's an offside position. Hii itatolewa hiyo. He's offside. He's offside. Saa ameguza hiyo ball, he's offside. But are you seeing what I'm seeing? Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Are you seeing hiyo itatolewa? Saa is offside. Are you seeing what I'm saying about Man City being passive? Munoz ameshoot ball, ameshoot mara ya kwanza, ball ikaenda, ikaseviwa, and then he was making the run to go towards the ball. Man City wako rooted tu, wamesimama, they are just there. Wamekaa tu hivi wanaangalia. Munoz ameshoot ball, and then he's gone and made the second shot. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Najua imetolewa, but are you seeing it? Ismail Asa ameguza ball. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Ama you think I'm crazy? Ameshoot ball in the first. Angalia kwenye yako. How many players are behind him hivi side ya nyuma? How many players? 5. But yeye akamanage ku make run na akaenda akashoot ball mara ya pili na ikakuwa bao. Although ilikuwa offside. Saa iko offside. But are you seeing the passiveness of what I'm saying? How passive they are in everything? Are you seeing it? I hope you're seeing what I'm saying. They are too passive in how they carry themselves as footballers. Jehi anatoka. We are flying. Always loved Munoz. Mko passive. I know I'm enjoying. Najua haters walikuwa nadhani you will come here and see me losing my mind. See, even if that is what you are expecting. I know you're very disappointed with my reactions, Leo. Because mimi, I'm not crazy and I'm not stupid. I knew what would happen when I saw that lineup. If we find a way of scoring, maybe the door slightly opens for us. Marmoush again, nothing. Hakuna mwenye na provide anything kwa our attacking players. Savio amecheza vizuri only the first 5 minutes of the second half, the whole game. Out of 62 minutes, amecheza vizuri only 5 minutes. Are you seeing what I'm saying about these passive players? Are you seeing it? Ni kama hawataki kucheza, wamerelax, they are comfortable with what's happening. Aya, transition, naona Marmoush afike kwa box yao arudishe ball nyuma. Aya. Passive, ni kama you will think that we are the ones that are leading the game and we are just there wasting time. Aya, Doku ana cut in behind. Poor cross, nothing new. Nothing new from him. Nothing new there. Hakuna kitu mpya. Hakuna kitu mpya yenye naona leo. It's just the same old, same old. Very passive defensively. You are not doing anything attacking wise. Opponents get a transition. They cut you up and then they score. Ama they have a very good chance. Si unaona Gvardiol, nothing. Very stupid pass, anapatia Palace ball, inakuwa goal kick. Hawachezi kama watu wenye they want to win this trophy. Did you see how Barcelona played when they were playing against Real, when they were 2 goals down? How they turned things around. Walijua, we need to, majamaa amkeni bana. We are not doing anything meaningful. Tangu second half ianze, have you seen anything to encourage? Hata fans wa Man City wenye wako in the field sahi, big up yourself for going there. I'm seeing some of them, they are still singing for the team despite this shambolic performance. Imagine, they have shown us nothing to even encourage them ama to cheer. Hakuna kitu yenye umetuonesha yenye ni encouraging. The only chance yenye unaweza sema tumekuwa nayo mzuri ni ile pena yenye tulipata dakika sijui ya ngapi. Hakuna anything, hakuna creation in the midfield. Hakuna creation. Bernardo Silva is not creating. He's not creating anything. Kazi yake tu ni kuhold mpira na kutafuta player mwenye ako free so that he passes the ball to him. He's just there. He's just a passing machine. Unajua ukiita mtu a passing machine, you think that you are referring to the creative passes and the good passes ama the through balls. No. Yeye ni mse wa nachukua ball na inua kichwa juu. Nani ako free nimpe ball? Oh, Akanji ndio ako free, wacha nipasie Akanji. Haya, Savio. Unarudisha ball nyuma. Predictable. Predicted. It is so predictable. Arudisha ball nyuma tena. Aona arudisha ball nyuma. I told you. Hakuna mtu mwenye ana offer anything. Aya, Doku ona arudisha ball nyuma. Exactly. You will think that we are the ones that are leading the game and we want to keep the ball away from Palace. Angalia Savio. Nothing. Are you seeing it? Najua nyinyi mko very disappointed kwa sababu you wanted to be here and see me lose my mind. See, that is what you're hoping for. But mimi, I already woke up to the music back in November. That is when I first clocked it. Hatuna good creative midfielders sahi. Hatuna good... there's no creativity for Man City from anywhere. From anywhere. Kuna mtu atasema ati the two wingers, they are very creative. No. Kitaka kuona creative, enda angalie numbers za kina Lamine Yamal. Haaland haezi pass ball obviously. Enda angalie numbers za kina Rafinha, Lamine Yamal. O'Reilly amekuwa outsmarted easily, yellow card. Are you seeing how easy it is to beat Man City? And it's not going to change anytime soon. Sadly. It's not going to change anytime soon. The only way it changes is if you increase the quality of these players. Hakuna creativity anywhere in this field. Even if I told one of you to mention one player, mtasema De Bruyne, na mtaisema hata na confidence. Mtaisema na sauti ya chini. Mtasema creativity De Bruyne, mkijificha. Juu hata yeye siku hizi ama this season imepungua. Na I don't think it is even fair on him for us to be demanding him to still be our creative player in 2025 when he's 34 years old. I don't think it's even fair on him. Sasa ndio unafaa kuangalia the younger players wenye kwa team au ndio unaangalia wakichangamsha team. But hata hao sasa they are project players. But it is what it is. If we end up losing, I won't be shocked. After the crazy season that we've had, nah, I won't even be shocked. Mimi hata sasa shida yenye iko Mimi nishaanza kuona tutacheza Europa next season. That is what I'm thinking. Hiyo ndio alarm bells zimeshaanza. They are very good at corners. Ngoja uone they will disturb us on this corner. Na uzuri jamaa mwenye amepiga he's drunk. Mm. The person that was delivering the corner is drunk. Offside ref. Hiyo hata sasa ndio the danger bells zenye zina ring in my mind. I'm so hungry. Niko so hungry man. Nasikia njaa sana. Nasikia njaa sana. Diaz can't even cross the ball to Nani, to Doku on the other side. Yeah, De Bruyne, another poor first touch. Nothing shocking. Josko. Josko Vadiol. Bro can't even pass the ball to save himself. Are you seeing how shambolic it is? Hadi kupass ball ni shida. Kupass ball yenyewe it's a problem. It's an issue for us. Passing the ball. Ball over the top. Ona O'Reilly venye anakuwa bullied off the ball. Ona venye anakuwa bullied off the ball easily. Aya, Kanji. Akanji. Hakuna kitu anything yenye na happen. Akanji. Savio wide. Na cross ball first time throwing. So boring. It's so boring. What is this that I'm watching? Nini sasa? Hakuna hata mmoja wao anataka kurisk anything. They are so soulless. Ni kama hawana soul for football. De Bruyne, kidungi, mtu anawekwa chini. Watu wanagongwa kichwa. It's so soulless. Unaona hata hakuna hata there's no even excitement. Kama kuwatch something that is dead. You're just sure, you are sure ni kama watching Man City is so predictable. You are just sure whichever opponents they are playing against, you're sure Man City they will suffer in transition, they will concede at least 2 goals in transition, and then they will struggle to score any. Sasa kama Palace wanafanya hivi, Bournemouth, do you know how Bournemouth are? Najua Bournemouth wamekuwa na a deep. They've been having a dip in terms of performances. But they are better off in terms of attacking. Unasema Masani, nani unaita Gooks? Mimi sielewi. Who are you referring to? But it's so lifeless. Kuwatch wakicheza, it's so lifeless. You just know the opponents watawasumbua kuwa break down because Man City can no longer break down the opponents the way they used to because hawana creativity. Unajua everything comes down to that. I think we can all agree that as football fans. Creativity inahitajika if you want to be creative, to win anything. Ama if you want to hata achana na kuplay good football. That is the wrong word. Attack Doku. Angalia West Time, Palace wote wakuwa wamerudi nyuma. Si nimekuambia back pass. Savinho. O'Reilly. Puta. Puta mierda. Puta! Anauza aje from there? How do you confuse yourself in that situation? How do you confuse yourself in that situation? Uko 1-on-1. How do you confuse? How do you go? Naya, Bernardo Silva may lose ball from our own corner. Yes, unaona sasa. From our own corner. Corner ni ya Man City. See ati corner ni opponents. Corner ni ya Man City. They choose to do something crazy and then we lose the ball. Hiyo imefanyika mara ngapi this season? How many times has that occurred? How many times? Corner ni, I've even been saying it. Corner ni ya Man City. See your opponents. Corner ni ya Man City. O'Reilly, that is very poor by you. That is very poor by you. Savio tolewa. Hata huko unafaa kuanza hadi in the first place. Echeverri anaingia. This is the first game yenye Echeverri anacheza for Man City. Shocking. Marmush uliuza penalty. Hata wewe you should have your head down. 19-year-old Echeverri anaingia. 19-year-old Echeverri anaingia wakiwa na Foden. This is his first ever game for Man City in the FA Cup final. Pass ball De Bruyne. Angalia De Bruyne. Kwani ni wagonjwa ama nini shida yao? These players they are sick. Alikuwa na chances kama 4 za kupass ball. Yeye akachagua wacha tu nikimbie na ball hadi ninyang'anyu. Mimi unajua uzuri yangu, I'm not sentimental to any players. Mimi sitakosa kusema he's doing poorly because people love him. Alikuwa na hold the ball that long for what? Kuko na 3 players wako mbele yake, they have spaces. Sometimes our players, they can even irritate you so much. Alikuwa na hold on to the ball that long. Why? Ona Akanji ya cross ball alafu aipige itoke huko nje. Juu yeye pia hajui ku cross ball, a whole professional footballer. Yes, nimekuambia. Ame cross ball ikaenda nje, literally in front of me, na nimesema tu that 5 seconds ago. Nimesema ona Akanji apewe ball across aipige iende nje. That is what he has done immediately. Amepiga ball nje 5 seconds after I said he's going to get the ball and he's going to cross it poorly. I'm tired. Man City penye menifikisha, I'm even, you don't deserve a fan like me. Let us applaud Mateta. Mateta, he was there just as the decoy. We knew the plan is either for Sa and for Eze to score. "78 minutes on, hakuna kitu wenye Man City they've done so far in the final." So far nothing offered. Ona Kanji out wide akienda ku cross ball aipige iende nje tena. Doku nothing. Ah. Nothing. Hakuna hata mmoja wao anapea Echeverri ball. Do you see how crazy Man City players are? So what are they doing sasa? They're just moving the ball up in their box, doing nothing. Hakuna creativity. Hakuna mtu anataka kushoot ball in their box. Wote they are just afraid. Kwa sababu wanajua, if you lose the ball, hautacheza the next game. Ona Haaland. Ah. But we don't even deserve to have anything in this game. $84,000 attendance leo. But so far nothing, man. Mi hata nashangaa. Hakuna kitu so far. Foden. Space attack kama sahi before warudi wote nje ya box. Pass nje ya box. De Bruyne kidungi. Echeverri. Echeverri anapata chance hapa anauza. Hakuna hata. Mbona wanasema handball? Hakuna handball hapo. Echeverri anakaa he's excited to play. Au frauds wengine wote wamecheza 80 minutes, hakuna kitu yenye wamefanya. The first time yenye tumeget in behind them, tumecreate a chance. The first time. Na ndio maana nashangaza zenye Man City wanaona pale sawako kwa box. Why are they not attacking then? Wanachagua tu kushika ball warudishe nyuma. Foden anacheza kama winger. Oh my god. Marmoush alitolewa. Diaz another shit cross. Nothing new there. Obviously. Hiyo ni foul bana Akanji, you stupid imbecile. Una foul mtu aje hivyo Akanji, kwani are you mad? Are you mad? Pass ball kwa Echeverri Bernardo. Oh my god. Oh my goodness man. Our players watoke hii club. Wanaogopa ku make the risky passes man. Hakuna mwenye anataka ku pass ball between the lines. What they are afraid. Ona De Bruyne, ona nani? Ona si De Bruyne, ona. None of them wants to make the passes between the lines. Wote wanachagua ku go sideways because they want to take the safe option. Echeverri ana pick up positions between the lines. Hakuna mtu anataka kumpasia ball kwa sababu wanajua we can't do this. We don't have the quality to do this. That is how bad they are. Hakuna mwenye anataka kuattempt hizo passes. Oh my goodness. This is very shocking. Considering that some of these players, they went to the highest heights in terms of football and they are scared of making such passes. Bernardo Silva anaogopa kupass ball between the lines. Anaogopa kupass ball. Ana pass ball sideways kila time yenye akona chance. Just show them the door. Ona De Bruyne, hata pass hata vizuri. No wonder they don't even want to make that pass because they know hawawezi. Goalkeeper. $85 on the clock. Palace watapata chance and they score. Across the goal. I just know. Juu hakuna kitu yenye tumefanya, if you are being honest. By our standards. Shocking. Chance yenye imekuwa the best in second half ni hiyo yenye Echeverri amepata. Echeverri ndiye amepata the best chance in the second half for Man City. Na alianza kucheza game dakika 78. Alipata alinini dakika 78, imagine. Aliingia game dakika 78. Yeye ndiye alikuwa na the best chance of the game. Pass ball kwa Echeverri, ona. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Yeah, he's finding spaces behind the line, but hakuna mtu mwenye anataka kumpasia ball. Foden ameingia sahi but anacheza ni kama alianza kucheza game jana. Man, hata sijui mbona I'm cheering for them. After such a performance, we should not, hata sifai kuwa expectant that they will score. Why? What is the evidence? Wacha hata nijiulize hiyo swali. What evidence do you have that this Man City team will score? What evidence do you have that they will score? There is no evidence. Tunatoa 32-year-old Bernardo, tunaweka 34-year-old Gundogan. Yeah, in behind, offside. There's no evidence of them even scoring. Ona Doku, pala shoot ball. This is so depressing. Doku. O'Reilly, another chance and a waste. Amepata another chance ako ana face goal anaamua kugo sideways. Imagine ako in front of goal, yeye anachagua acha nipe mtu mwingine mpira. Justaki. This is what we have to work with, man. This is what Man City has to work with. Attack Foden, ona Foden akimbie. Si unaona. Hata hiyo chance ya kukimbia hajapata. Because his first thought ni nisimamishe mpira, nigeuka nirudi nyuma, ni pass ball nyuma. That is their go-to. Akili zao ziko programmed to that is the first move that they do when they get the ball. You receive the ball, you slow it down, you turn back, you pass it back. Hata iwezi kuwa penalty dogo. Vardy peana ball. Oh my God. De Bruyne again, a poor cross. So depressing this. Sasa Doku ndio our go-to guy. Yeye ndio tunangoja come up with something to save. And the standards are so shit, man. Outside. Hao wote watoke tu hii club. Ameshoot, De Bruyne ameshoot unaona ile bao yenye alishoot against ilikuwa Real. Ameshoot na the same technique ile aliscore at Santiago Bernabeu. Echeverri is so young, hadi nguo zenye amevaa unaweza ona ni oversize. Anakaa amevaa oversize shirts. But the advantage with him, yeye haogopi kukuwa on the ball. Unaona kila time anaonyeshana mkono, anapeana sign ya give me the ball. Ameshoot hapo but haijakuwa. Imagine Echeverri anapata ball hapo na he decided to shoot. On his first day, imagine this is his first day anachezea Man City senior debut. Amereceive ball hapo yeye, the first thing yenye ameamua kufanya ni let me shoot this ball. This is a good chance to shoot the ball. Our older players wengine wamekuwa hapo kwa hii game for how many minutes? Fuck off. There is no sign of us even scoring. There is no sign of us scoring. Cheveri pigwa yellow card hapa. Claudio. Smiler saw with the ball. Akanji. Foden. Man, we are so soulless. Hata ikae hata kama there is any sight of life anywhere. Akukae hata kama kuko na anyone that can do anything. You might say that the best chance yenye Man City ulikuwa nayo ni ile pena. If you were to say that, I don't think most people would disagree with you, because that is true. That is the best chance yenye Man City ulikuwa nayo, was that penalty. Gundo. Oh my God, anachagua kurudisha ball nyuma. Oh my God, this is so poor. Handball ref ingine. Lakini huyo player alikuwa close sana. I don't think hiyo inaweza peana. I think Echeverri and that Palace player walikuwa, proximity ilikuwa too close. He was too close. Hiyo hawezi peana kama pena. Kama ni handball but walikuwa close sana. Titoku ndio tunaangalia with our eyes. Tuki-expect yeye ata come up with anything. Proximity. Wamesema proximity ndio ilikuwa close. Foden! As always, cross ball vibaya. Let us clap for him. Very good cross by Foden. Very good cross hapo. Ameamua kucross as poorly as he can do. And that is what he has done. Munoz anapewa player of the match. Gundogan. Oh my god. Oh my god. De Bruyne pia amecrossball nje. They are doing this on purpose. They are doing this on purpose. So bad, man. This is so bad. Kuna kitu wenye wanafanya so far. There's nothing yenye they are doing different. There's nothing yenye they are doing even different. Hakuna anything different that I'm seeing. And as sad as that sounds, do kufungua mguu shoot, ball shoot upeleke ball huko juu. Oh. No. No. They're just so poor, man. Hao players wengi hata they are not even quality ya Man City. Wacha tu tuongee ukweli. They are not Man City quality. Game meisha. We've lost. We've lost the final against Crystal Palace. Their first ever major trophies against Man City. Within the last 64 man 65. In the last 65 years, 64 years, they've won their first ever major trophy. Thank you very much, Man City, for that game. You performed well. You performed very well. We know you played very well. The same way you've been playing this season. And I don't think hata kuna mtu mmoja anaweza sema Palace don't deserve it. I don't think so. I don't think so. Kuna mtu, the only kitu yenye naweza complain hiyo game ni goalkeeper angepewa red card. That is the only thing yenye naweza sema. If I chose to use that as the excuse, amwezi sema anything because it was a red card. But the fact is, bado after that tulipata penalty and they didn't score. We kucheka kuniambia higher this season you ain't winning anything. Same to your team last season and the season before that and the season before the season that. Na vile you are so gassed mtashinda, yes, tumelose sasa. Tumelose. What has changed? What has changed for your team? Tuambie what has changed for Chelsea today. Tuambie what has changed for your team leo. Tuambie, you are laughing, yes, you are happy. Why are you happy? You are happy because another team is losing, not your team is winning. Massive hell. Sikia sasa anasema yeye she's happy because they beat Man U. Hiyo sasa ndio kitu inamfurahisha. Endeni mshinde Conference League watu wa Chelsea. Si hivyo ndivyo mnataka? I wish you all the best in that trophy. I wish you go and win it. But sasa mimi kusema Man City watashinda, hakuna mtu alikuwa wrong. Hata ungeulizwa nani angeshinda, si ulisema Man City? Juu sasa wewe unataka kutuonesha venye you know how to point things to me. Venye mimi I'm always wrong. Who did you predict will win today? I show you the hypocrisy yenye nyinyi rivals mnakuanga nayo. If Man City won, mngenyamaza tu muende you go and keep quiet. Sasa leo mnataka kutuonesha venye nyinyi wote you are supporting Crystal Palace. They've won, mimi sina shida nao kushinda. Siwezi hate on Crystal Palace for beating us. Si hao ndio wamefuata plan yao na imewak. Man City hakuna kitu yenye imewak leo. We even missed a penalty. We missed the penalty. I am taking all the credit. Si blame anyone for this loss. I am saying it is us. Sisi ndio tumelose. It is on us. Hakuna pali pengine. Who am I blaming? Juu unaniambia I was so gassed up. Ulikuwa unataka niseme Palace will win. Na mimi ni fan wa Man City. Ama wewe Chelsea ikicheza against Real Betis in the final, utakuwa na support team gani? Juu unaniambia I'm so gassed up. Who did you think I will say will win? Wewe Chelsea wakituambie, Chelsea wakicheza against Real Betis, who will you support? Who will you say will win? Juu unaniambia I was so gassed up. Ama ulikuwa una expect ni support Crystal Palace when they are playing against Man City? We had a penalty we missed. We were creating zero chances. Hakuna mtu mwenye na blame. The only thing yenye naweza blame ama kitu yenye naweza sema ni goalkeeper wao alishika ball nje ya box. But after hiyo penalty, after hiyo handball over the box, outside the box, tulipoa penalty and we failed to capitalize. You are making it seem ni kama I'm blaming someone else. Crystal Palace done, over to you, Manu, and whoever wins. Maybe I don't care about other teams. Kama mdenda mshinde hizo trophy, endeni mshinde. Hata sisi last season tulishinda trophy. This season tumelose. This is hata hii season we shouldn't have been fair to have any trophies for us. If we are even being honest. It wouldn't even been inge cover up a lot of mistakes zenye zimekuwa zikihappen behind the scenes. And I don't think we've even played well today. Hii ndio kuanga uzuri yangu. I will do my best na tume lose trophy and I'm saying that. We didn't play well. It is as simple as that. There is no way we should be losing against Crystal Palace. I'm not hiding from the responsibility. Hakuna pali nimekataa Man City wame lose, but we should not be losing against Crystal Palace. It is as simple as that. But sasa I hope we are seeing it. Nataka niweke tactical board hapo. Hakuna kitu yenye wamefanya. Doku out wide 0. Savio nothing. Marmush unapoa penalty 0. Hii hata mfai kuwa kwa tactical board. Hakuna mtu ameoffer anything for Man City. Hakuna. No one. Hakuna mtu mwenye ameprovide. Echeverri the last minutes ameingia. Yeye ni at least yeye ndiye amedo anything. And this is his first time playing for Man City. Mara ya kwanza hivi. Once. Hajaicheza hata 90 minutes for Man City. Yeye ameingia, aka make runs, akapata chance. He didn't score, obviously. But the fact that akina Savio na akina Doku walicheza hiyo game hivyo vyote, it shows we have a lot to do. PSG Internazionale. But sasa what we will do, we will wait for your teams zicheze. I am waiting for your teams zicheze. Si mnaniambia mimi I was gassed up for Man City? I am waiting. I am waiting for your teams. Tuone kama nyinyi, teams zenyu zikicheza on that day, you will be supporting the opponents. We've lost. Tume lose. Sijakataa tusha lose. We didn't even deserve to win. We didn't even deserve to win. We didn't deserve to win it. We didn't even deserve to win it. It is as simple as that. Hakuna kitu yenye tumeoffer yenye unaweza sema, hapo by our standards, a lot of work to be done for Man City. A lot of work to be done. A lot of work. A lot of work to be done. There's a lot of work to be done. a lot of work to be done for Man City. There is a lot of work to be done. Kazi mingi sana. Kuko na players wengi sana. You should be asking them a lot of questions. Kuko na so many players you will ask questions. So many players hapo wenye ni passive. Even nyinyi wenye you are hating ama you're happy Man City has lost. So many players so passive today. Wamecheza ni kama they are playing, inaitwa aje zile zenye watu wanachezanga before season ianze, pre-season. That is how they have played this game. That is how Man City have played today. Very passive. Very passive. Very passive. Hakuna urgency from anyone. The only person mwenye alikuwa na urgency in that field ni Echeverri. Na he started playing in the 78th minute. That is when he was subbed on. Yeye ndiye alikuwa anakaa kuna urgency, asking for the ball numerous times. No one giving it to him. Pause. So hakuna urgency, and I think we need to refreshen this team. We've won so much to a point that si Haaland juzi alikuja akasema players hawana hunger. Alisema hivyo in that interview. He said, I'm not seeing any hunger. Pep alisema he doesn't agree with that, which goes to show Pep mwenyewe pia yeye he's not seeing things clearly. He's not seeing things clearly hata yeye sahi. The fact that he came out and he defended these frauds wenye wamecheza leo, akasema ati they don't have any hunger, our players wa Man City. And Haaland said it in the interview midweek. Haaland said it on midweek. Pep akasema akadisagree. He was wrong to do that. And I think we need to bring on a new bunch of players when they are eager to do something. How wengine wote they are so comfortable with their positions. They are so guaranteed that they will be here. They are so guaranteed that watalipwa. They don't have anything to fight for. They have nothing to fight for, most of them. There's no way. There's no way. In a final, wamecheza hivyo that way in a final. They've played in a final that way. Wamecheza final hivyo. They are that passive. Mtu ananiambia capless siwezi sema hiyo word. Sikia ananiambia nilikuambia hii season hakuna difference yenyu na Arsenal. According to the knowledge yenye yako nayo ya football, hiyo ndio kitu, hiyo ndio the logic yenye amekama out nayo. Hiyo ndio logic yake, ameniambia hakuna difference yenyu na Arsenal because that is how he sees football. Kuna difference kubwa sana na timu yetu na Arsenal. Kuna difference kubwa. I know sisi wote we haven't won trophies, but the factors behind not winning the trophies, they are very different between sisi na Arsenal. But Man City, a lot of work needs to be done. A lot of work needs to be done. Na nilisema hata tazinye before tuanze Watchalong, nilisema if we end up losing today, I won't be shocked because I also know how we might lose. I highlighted numerous times, highlight. Nikasema formation ya leo, it is there to make sure that we don't offer anything. This is the second season in a row. But anyway, we don't even deserve to win it at the end of the day. Acha tu niwaambie ukweli. We don't even deserve to win any trophy this season. Ndio turudi factory settings kwa kichwa. Hata sina anything to say. Yes, tumeibiwa, I know tumeibiwa. Tumeibiwa, I know. Najua tumeibiwa. Dean Henderson angepewa red card, I know. But sasa hiyo ili happen dakika ngapi? 24th minute. It happened in the 24th minute. It happened in the 24th minute. Hiyo time yote hakuna kitu yenye tumefanya. As sad as that is. Anyway, season imeisha hivyo for Man City. I don't think uko na anything else to look forward to. I don't think kuna anything to look forward to. I don't think there's anything to look forward to. Anyway, imekuwa hivyo. Season imekuwa hivyo. The season imekuwa hivyo for Man City. The season imekuwa hivyo for Man City. Hivyo ndivyo the season iko. De Bruyne anapewa second winners, whatever, second. Wacha tuite to the losers medal. We don't need to decorate. But we didn't even deserve to go to do it. See, deserve to do it. We didn't even have anything to show. Bill Nye pia na watching football. Interesting. Man City wanavaa na sub medals. Anyway, wacha nimalize. Sina anything else kusema. But I hope Man City they are watching. They are watching. Wamewatch your game. I hope wamewatch your game. That shows you kwenye hanga yetu iko as the football team. I think this season imekuwa summarized in the best way possible. Hatukuwa na deserve ku win. I'm watching the highlights. Sioni anything yenye ilikuwa. The only good chance yenye tulikuwa nayo ni hiyo penalty. Anyway, acha tumalize hapo. It is what it is. Tumelose. Man City iko hawa win trophy for the first time in how long? Hata sikumbuki the last time Man City ended a season without a trophy. Sijui the last time enye we didn't win a trophy. But I think sasa hii game ina communicate ama inaoneshana the transition. We need to transition from these old players. We need to bring up something new. It is as simple as that. Anyway, big up yourself. Kama uko on the other side, hit the like. Yeah, we hold the L. See, we deserve holding this L. A team that didn't win any game in 12 games, ama 14 games. That shows you how bad our season was. Most people walikuwa wanataka football romance. They wanted... See, most Man City fans thought that it's going to be football romance whereby De Bruyne wins a trophy when he's signing out. It doesn't work out like that, obviously. This is storybook. This is not a storybook, and we always get the ending we want. But yeah, he's played his last final for Man City. 19 trophies in 10 years, very good. But yeah, Man City have ended up losing against Crystal Palace in the FA Cup this season. Palace will score in the 20th minute, I think. But there was kumbuke what minute. But Palace scored a very good goal by Eze. I'm not taking anything away from them. I hope you guys hear that. I hope you guys hear that. I'm not discrediting Palace in any way. I know a couple of weeks, a few days ago, Diaz alisema that Southampton didn't want to play football. Hiyo si shida yako, bro. Whichever tactic your opponent chooses to employ, wewe kazi yako ni kumake sure that you beat that tactic and you win. In the same way, Palace wanaweza sema Man City didn't want to defend. They didn't want to sit back and defend. So you can't be using that argument when playing against such teams. It is up to the team to break down whichever team they play against. Obviously, unaona Crystal Palace, they're very happy for them kufika kwa final. I think it's a big thing for them, and winning it, I think they're very happy for some of these young players when wako hapa for them. Akinaona kina Nketiah, naona Mateta pia kwa hapo. Yeah, mimi I don't have anything against Crystal Palace. Referee, again, shambolic decision making. A decision that could have gone for Man City ime go against, but imeshapita hiyo. Imeshapita hiyo. He should have been sent off for that. It is as easy as that. But yeah, wacha iishe. Marmush akauza penalty. I don't know why Haaland didn't take the penalty. So kuko na a lot of questions for Man City. Kuko na a lot of questions for Man City. Anyway, I'll see you guys kesho for Arsenal versus Newcastle. We've lost the FA Cup against Palace.